Who is Tameka, first of all?
So it was my mom's girlfriend. I think this was like her first girlfriend.
Oh, okay. And how old were you when you met Tameka?
But I was young. I would have to be what, 4 or 5.
Oh, this was you was
Yeah,
like a baby.
she stayed with us for a good maybe 3 4 years.
Okay, so you grew up with this person in your household, damn near in your family.
Yeah, in the household.
What was your initial, I guess, impression, or how did you feel about Tamika?
Well, when you young, bro, and this is early in the 2000s. You really that was my first time really seeing like a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Like a stud. Remind you,
It wasn't popular then either.
it wasn't popular. And I remember like cause we stayed in Dixie Hill Apartments, and she stayed right next to us with her girlfriend. And somehow her and my mama ended up talking. She ended up leaving her girlfriend.
But your mama wasn't even initially with women, and
All I know is, bro, my dad was 2 when I left, and I ain't never seen my mom with no man.
to this
I
day.
ain't to this day. Like my mom is a real lesbian. My mom ain't no fake, ain't none of that. And she's the femme
this ain't
too.
no this ain't no phase she
Yeah,
going
this
through.
ain't no phase or nothing.
Yeah.
Like she much on carpets, bro. That's just what it is.
Wow. When you first realized it though, how did that make you feel, or did you feel a certain kind of way about
It was weird to me because everybody else got a dad in their house or a male in their house,
it? Mm-hmm.
and I got uh, a woman and a half.
A woman and a half,
Yeah. So my mama is the woman and
and
she the
then
half.
so I'm saying, how did Tamika dress though? Did Tamika
She dressed like a nigga, bro. She had a fro, a blonde fro that she dyed. She used to twist it up and put braids in because in the early 2000s people was rocking braids.
Yeah.
She rocked basketball shorts, Fat Albert. She rocked like a regular 2000 dude,
Yeah.
like a 2000 dude. I ain't never seen her in no dress. I ain't never seen her in no fingernail polish. None of that going on.
Yeah. Did y'all have any run-ins?
Yeah, we had run-ins. I just remember my. I remember a lot of them, but like it got weird to me one day. I don't remember what she whooped me on, but she whooped me, and her dildo fell out
What?
her basketball shorts, and it was like a soft dildo. So she whooping me, she stomping on my chest and everything. Well, she ain't whooping me, she beating me.
Hey,
And
was this the first whooping that she gave you, or did she
this the
whoop?
one I memorized. She always used to whoop me, but this the one that kind
Or
of,
she might have had an issue.
yeah, this the one that really just like I was scared. Like at this point, I wanted to get away from her. This is the reason why I had ended up calling cops and telling them that my mama had drugs and they was on some Tony Montana shit.
We'll get to that part.
Yeah, she was whooping me, beating me. She was stomping me on my chest with her Tims, and I just remember looking down. Some fell and looked down, and it was a dildo. She grabbed it, put it back in her pants, wearing her basketball shorts, and kept whooping me. And at this time, I was screaming at first, but I stopped screaming. I was like, "What is going on?" Like I stopped screaming. I was like, "Hold on." Like I just remember I kept looking where it was after she picked it up the whole time. Like I done stopped screaming. I'm like, "What's going on?" I got whips and stuff on my back. I'm like,
Wow.
"What the fuck?"
Wow. And you how old at this time,
Bro,
bro?
I can't even give you an age at this point, bro. Probably 5 6. Like I'm young. This in the early 2000s.
Wow. So she dropped the dildo, put the dildo back in her pants, and
Yeah,
went
and
back to
kept
giving
the
you a
whooping.
whipping.
But at this time, I'm not crying no more. I was crying after that happened.
Now you're in the
But
basement.
I'm just like, what's and then it's cold too, so I'm I can't my teeth is shaking, so I can't stop getting my teeth to shake.
Okay.
And I don't my mama was always at work. Like my mama was always at work, so I don't even think she was there.
But was your mom aware that she had whooped you?
My mom was aware that she was whooping me, but to be honest with my mom, I don't think she just knew like she was just doing certain stuff. Like she was stumping me with boots and stuff. I think if my mom would have knew that, she would have been like, "Hold on now, bitch."
Yeah.
But she ain't know that, and I ain't really speak on that until I like got older.
Now, did Tameka have children of her own?
No, she didn't, bro.
Oh, she was sticking to the script.
Yeah, she was gay as they come.
Okay, so then what happened on the day that the Royal Rumble? Like, is that the what's the background of this interview? The background of this interview is that we about to get to it, so stay tuned, Titan. I appreciate you coming in, but Ed grew up in defects, and so I'm just we're just talking about one of the encounters that he had with his mom's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, so after this run in, this altercation that you guys have, is that when you call the police? Or
So when I went to school, I told them that they was whooping on me. I told them that they had bricks. Like I think I had watched Baller Blocking,
mm-hmm.
that movie with Lil Wayne and stuff. I told them they had drugs. She was selling dope like Tony Montana. I just made up some stuff. I don't even think they found some drugs in the house, but they did like kick in the door. They took me in defects custody and they kicked in the door. Like when we used to drive by like 10 years, that apartment was still up and we was in the front and you would see where the door got kicked out.
Wow. Did you ever? You say you never told her, "Hey man, this lady whooping me too hard."
Mm, Uh, nah, I ain't never let me see. Can you pass me that phone?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't never tell my mama that.
Okay. So when they kick the door in, after they kick the door in, what happens?
So they kicked. I wasn't there when they kicked the door in.
You was at school.
I was at school.
Okay.
So when they
This happened the same day that you told them that they had the dope, or
all I know is it happened later. I don't know when it happened,
mm-hmm.
but I know it happened because my mama, when I was in defects, she had asked me about it when she came to see me during the visitation. She was like, you told them, did you tell them that we sold drugs and that? And I told my mama, yeah, I told them that. She was like, why? And I pointed at her and I was like, she kept whooping me.
What did mom say then?
She ain't say nothing. Like if my mama, she gave me a look, but I know for a fact 97%, it's a 97% chance they got into a physical when they left to visit me. I know that. Like I know my mama. She kept it in front of me, but I can tell.
Okay. Was this your only run-in with Tameka?
Nah, we had a lot of run-ins.
Okay. What was the most?
So when I got out of jail in 2018, I seen her in the MARTA station. And I beat the fuck out
But
of her.
her and your mom are not together at this time,
No,
right?
they not together. I just happened to see her. And at this time, I'm grown. I done been to chain gang. I'm not that same little guy.
Yeah.
And she ain't even remember. Like I just walked up and started punching her. I know
What?
exactly who this. Yeah. Yeah. I just walked up. We was on the bus. I looked. She still had that same fro.
You didn't say nothing.
I
You
didn't
didn't.
say nothing. I went dead off in her shit. And the bus driver was like, y'all get this shit out of my bus. I was like, man, fuck that shit. That bitch used to beat my ass when I was younger for no fucking reason.
Wow.
She was like, I don't even know you. I said, you know who Erica's son is, don't you? She was like, Edward? Face bloody, black eyes.
Oh, you beat her up for real?
I beat her up like a nigga. Like, I ain't gonna count. Like, yeah, I beat her ass.
Are you sad? The chat is wondering, are you sad that that happened?
No, she deserved that shit.
Damn.
When you beat up on somebody, when they anywhere from 5 to like 8 or 9 and cause them to be away from their family, why would you be sad that you caught her when you older? This to get back.
It is, but what I've noticed is like hurt people hurt people. Do you ever think in retrospect that, maybe she needed some type of help herself?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, what does that have to do with somebody my age at the time?
Yeah, you could care less.
And then on top of that, she had seizures too. So like she'll faint. If you hit her too hard, she'll faint.
Yeah,
So I'm glad I ain't kill her and I ain't go to jail. It was a
cause
lot
you
of
could
people,
have.
but I probably could have.
How many altercations did you and Tameka have, bro?
We got in a lot of altercations
All the time.
all the time. Well, it really that was the first time that I was really just able to fight back. But she always used to whoop me.
Okay. Did you ever fight back in any of the
I
other?
was young. I ain't know how to fight back. Like at this time, I was young, but I wasn't no older than maybe 8 or 9. Like I was young. I ain't know no better.
What was her reasoning for whooping you though? What had you have done?
Bro, I was being a regular damn kid. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, so you may ask your kid to do something, and
Hmm.
they may not do it the first time, like regular kid shit. It's
Yeah,
not enough for you to just be beating on me,
yeah.
telling me to get in telling me to get in the shower. You know, get in the shower and pour water on me, and then start whooping me. Like there is no reason for some of this.
Yeah. She may have had some mental issues herself.
I'm pretty sure she did.
Damn, bro. And then because of her abuse, that's how you got in defects custody.
Yeah, that's how I got in defense custody. Like both of the times when I go back and look at it, bro, my mama probably whooped me 2 times and maybe four. Like my mama ain't whooped me that much, bro.
Yeah.
Like my mama ain't whooped me. It was just her. But I don't think my mama had no. She ain't know what was going on. I don't think she did. But when she found out and when she really got to talk to me and they asked her, like they asked her which one you choose, and she chose me.
Okay. So when you go to defects and you come back, how long were you in defects custody that first time? That's the first time you ever
So the
went.
first time this was I've been in 2 jurisdictions in defects. I was in the one in Atlanta
Uh huh.
and I was in the one in Cherokee County.
Okay.
So that was my first time. They put me with somebody though that went to beat me again. So it was the
Who was you
same
with,
thing.
bro?
I was with this family named the McMillans, and I think we was in Mechanicsville.
What was their national? Or you was in
They was
Mechanicsville? That
black.
was black.
Yeah, they was. I didn't see white people until I moved to
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
So how do you remember the abuse that took place with the family in Mechanicsville?
All I know is I remember that I used to, I used to pee in the bed.
Hmm.
So they used to. It started off with the bully. They nicknamed me Pissy Wolf. Like that was the
I'm not
nickname.
laughing, but
Bro, no, it's funny now, bro. Like when you look at it now, they nicknamed me Pissy Wolf. Like
yeah,
that was my nickname. And they were hood, like they were older family, but their children was like hood. Like they were hood.
yeah.
They were hood people. And I remember one time she had cooked some grits and that shit was nasty. And I ended up throwing it up, bro, because I was sick.
Yeah.
And she put a dirty sock in my mouth and went to beating my ass.
Oh
And
man.
I ain't understand it. Like when I used to get my butt, it wasn't no different of Tameka whooping me.
The chat wants to know, do you want children now? And then we're gonna get back to
Yeah,
it.
I want children, but with the right person.
Right. Okay. Um. So when you the house in Mechanicsville, how do you get out of that house?
So my mama ended up doing what she was supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
and they released me back to my mama, and my mama ended up getting ran over by a car.
Huh?
Yeah, so my mama and Tameka they end up getting into it with this other stud couple. I was out there fighting the kids. I was helping my mama.
Where was you living at the time?
College Park. We moved to College Park. I was going to College Park
Do
Elementary.
you remember what the altercation was about, or you just know that it's time to go?
All I know is they got into it, and I helped my mom. My mom was on the bottom. I was beating the girl back out,
Yeah.
and The next day, we went home, and they pulled up to the house, and we had like a '86 Regal,
Mm-hmm.
and they bashed the window and everything again. They flattened the tires. They did all that, and then they seen my mama drop. I was at school. I went to College Park Elementary, and I was at school, and she came and Tameka came and picked me up. Was like, your mama ran over, and when I seen my mama, bro, she was messed up. She had to have stitches. Like, I couldn't even look at my mama. You know what I'm saying? At that point in my head, it was like looking at Freddy Krueger. Like, I've never
It
seen
was
my.
that bad. So
It
the
was
other
that bad.
couple hit your mom.
Hmm. Yeah. So her name was Courtney Anderson. I could talk about it because she got arrested for it. She seen my mom crossing the street or something, and she ran her over, and she drove her for about a mile and a half.
What?
Yep.
Bro, your life is a movie. Like for real, for real. Like for you to be sane and not on drugs, bro, is a blessing. So your mama and her girlfriend, Tameka, get into it with another lesbian couple, and your mom essentially gets hit by a car and drugged for a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro. And but how do you get back into it?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So they left me in the house by myself. But my mom said, she said that's not the reason why they took you back. They took you back because they didn't have the paperwork process. They didn't have the paperwork process all the time. I mean, all the way.
So you weren't
So
supposed to
I
be
wasn't supposed to be back home when all that happened. So they put me back over there.
just like okay, so it had nothing to do with her
It had
gang,
nothing to
nothing to
do
do
with
with that.
her.
But
Yeah.
you were still subjected to a high degree of violence just in the day to day.
Yep.
Cause you over there and you in a full blown hold on. Well, let's see, 3 1 damn. So when you go, oh, she say she's in Europe. I don't know if it's a she or he. The questions are kind of just intelligent questions. The name is Titane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but shouts out to Titane or Titan in Europe. Uh, you when you go back into defects custody, then where do you go? Because right now, then your mom is in the hospital
Mm-hmm.
and dad is in prison.
Yeah. At
And
this time, I ain't even never met him.
okay, my bad. What's up, bro? At this time, you had not met your dad.
Nah, I
Had
ain't
you
met him.
received letters from him?
Mm-mm.
Had you talked to him on the phone?
I ain't talked to him.
Did you have any idea who he was?
I have no idea who he was.
Okay, so they come back and get you. Are you whose house do you go to then?
So they come back, they put me back. We end up moving to my Uncle Eric's house, and we went to Cherokee. Cause my mama, she couldn't pay rent. She had to move out of her spot because she
She
couldn't.
hurt. She
She
disabled.
hurt. She disabled. So I'm in the house with my Uncle Eric and his white girlfriend at the time, and we're going to Woodstock. I'm going to some uh some school. It's an alternative school. It's called Mountain Brook.
Hold up. Eric, Erica, Edward.
Yeah, that's
So
what
that
it's called.
means your child name will have an E in it, possibly?
Yeah, I'm going for Edwin or Edgar.
But what if it's a girl?
Edwina.
Are you serious, bro?
Nah, that's actually a female name, but
Oh, don't do it like that, bro.
I'm
Edwin is
probably
not a
gonna go for
bad name.
Erica or Eve.
It's not a bad name.
It's gotta go. I'm probably gonna give her my mom name.
Okay. Okay, so you guys moved to your uncle's house, and Eric, and his girlfriend is a white lady.
Mm-hmm.
And do they have children?
Yeah, so my Uncle Eric ended up having one kid by her, but she had two of her own.
Albany, Georgia. What's going on, Oscar? She. So altogether, they have how many children?
3 kids, but only one of them is his.
Okay. And how do you get along with these kids?
Uh, my cousin Soraya was like young. She had to be like 1 or 2, so you know how that is. And the other kids was my age, but they was white, bro. I ain't have nothing like They was white
I
blonde
mean, but
girls.
we kids though. Like kids can't
But
just
I
be
come
kids.
from a different. You gotta realize, coming from Mechanicsville,
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
College
yeah.
Park, Dixie Hill, and then going straight to Cherokee, and seeing your first white person or one of your first white person, it's a culture change.
Gotcha. Culture shock. Gotcha. Is Tameka and your mom still together at this time?
Yeah, yeah. She moved in too.
So, so your brother and his wife take in you, Tameka, and your
Her
mom.
brother, her brother, because you said your brother.
My bad.
Yeah,
Your mama's brother.
yeah,
Your uncle takes
yeah.
in you, Tameka, and Erica.
hmm
How are y'all meshing? Do you guys get along or?
So they were fighting. Like my uncle Eric girlfriend Janet was fighting with my mom and stuff. And I ain't gonna cap, my mama and what's her name?
Tameka?
Tameka was kinda, I wouldn't say bullying, but they was messing with that girl because she was like, I feed y'all and everything. One day Janet was like, I feed y'all and everything. Y'all just keep cursing me out. And she was like, and Tameka was like, bitch, you don't feed us. Food stamps feed us. You act like you went and worked with this job, you fat sloppy bitch. So one day my uncle Eric there, and she's like, "What you say to me, you nigger?" And my mama tried to get at her, but she on crutches this time, and my uncle Eric grabbed her. So she kept getting bullied by Tameka. It was mainly Tameka. And, she picked me up one day and took me to Wendy's,
Mm-hmm.
and from Wendy's dropped me off at the defects spot. That's how I ended up getting back in defects.
Check and checkmate.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue that story, but my man want to know with all that, what helped you stay strong, and how did you become the calm and strong man that you are?
Mentally, bro, to be honest with you, bro, I had to create a character within my mind because I didn't have no males around. So I had to create what I thought what a real man is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite idol is Mike Tyson. So I used to look at Mike Tyson, and however he'll act, that's how I wanted to act. And to me, that was a real man. So I kind of created a character like him. You
You
know what I'm
do
saying?
know Mike Tyson went to jail for uh, rape.
Yeah, but I don't know if you watch Mike Tyson Who. If you ever go on YouTube and watch Mike Tyson Who is Who,
Mm-hmm.
it's some evidence that would have got him exonerated. So in the jury, one of the jurors said that if she would have knew what she knew, she would have never found him guilty. So the same girl, Desiree Washington, the same girl
Mm-hmm.
that accused him of raping her, also accused her white boyfriend at the time of rape when she was in high
Oh,
school.
that would have changed the whole
That
dynamic of
would have
everything.
changed the whole dynamic. And another thing, Mike Tyson had a fraud lawyer. He didn't have a criminal defense lawyer to prepare him to go to
Mm.
trial. That was another thing. Don King hooked him up with the wrong lawyer.
I agree. Tyson is still a legend. I just at the age that he was at, I was just thinking that that's
And
what
then
was
you
in the
gotta
news.
realize, as a black man, what woman finna come to your hotel and talk to you at one
No, no, no.
o'clock in the
I'm with you.
morning?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Okay, so you and you said Jennifer. What was her name?
Janet.
Janet.
Yeah,
You and Janet go to
Wendy's.
Wendy's, and what she called.
No, she dropped me off at the fat spot, and I didn't know what was going on. She said, told me to sit right here. She'll be back. She dropped me off. They came in there, took pictures of me, and I had whips and stuff on my back, and that
Who
was
had
it.
whooped you?
Huh?
Who whooped you?
My Tameka, she whooped me with this rainbow belt bead.
Still with the abuse.
Yeah, still with the abuse.
Okay, so they take pictures of your waps, and what happens?
So so they took pictures of my of my whips and stuff, and all I know is I didn't go home. They got me a little spot. I don't remember where I went.
Like a hotel?
Nah, I don't know where I went that night, but I know I didn't go home.
How old were you?
I can't even tell you the age. I know it was before I was 10 or 11.
Bro, with you being in and out of defects, like what's the school that you went to for the longest? Like for
No, we're no school.
huh?
Like I went, like I ain't got no school that I've been to long as inside defects, cause you always moving.
Yeah.
So it ain't really no school. And come to think about it, it's kind of hard to get an education when you always moving to different schools.
Do you think that your experience in defects and in custody of the Georgia Department of Corrections or any other institution alters how you view friendships today?
I think it helped me because I could just immediately tell if somebody's some bullshit because I done been around a lot of
Yeah,
people.
you talked about that in one of our last interviews too, where you can kind of see you've dealt with so many different races and walks of
Cultures
people.
and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can tell the bullshit.
Defects custody is the part. What does defect stand for? I'm not saying defects. I'm saying defects. Defects in the
Department
states.
of Social
Hold on, I'm about to
Services.
tell you. Defects is the actual name for it is the Georgia Division of Family and Children Services. So it's like a place that you go to when the parents have gotten into some type of trouble. Um, you don't remember who you started living with after Wendy's.
Nah,
Do you remember did you ever get the story about okay, so when your mama found out that Jennifer took you to defects, I was do you know
it
any
was Janet, and I
damn why I
don't
keep
know.
saying Jennifer.
I don't know what happened at that point because she said she kept. My mom was like, I kept asking her what happened and what happened, why he in defects and this and that, and she wouldn't tell. And she was like, I'm gonna find out what happened. They gotta tell me what's going on when I go to court because they just don't take no kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she didn't tell him. And then I remember when I visited my mom, she said, "What happened?" And I said, "I don't know, mom. I went to Wendy's. Janet dropped me off and never came back. And her and Janet ended up getting into it, and she ended up. My uncle Eric ended up kicking her out.
Who kicking your mom out or kicking
Yeah.
Janet? Do you think Janet was trying to save you, bro?
No, she really did that out of spitefulness.
I'm saying if you had whaps on your back,
Yeah, I had whips on my back, but at the same time, you did that out of spitefulness because the day before you and my mama just got into it and you just called my mama a nigger. So you calling my mama racial names. How are you trying to save a black person?
that's deeper. It's kind of deep, but I think, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. A child being abused, whether it's a white or a black person, is a child being abused. But I understand what you're saying because they going at it, and then she comes in with this play right here.
Yeah.
So how long is it? How long were you in custody in defects custody before you able to reunite with mom?
I always used to reunite with her, but I think I didn't get back to like I was 11 or 12.
Do you remember whose house you went to?
I know we was in Cobb at this point. Like when I got back, she had moved from Atlanta to Cobb, and we
Keep
was in Cobb.
keep talking, bro. This is my child.
Yeah,
Hello.
but yeah, we was in Cobb.
You okay? Hey, yeah, I am.
But yeah, we was in Cobb when I got when I got back at my house.
Okay. Huh? All right. My bad, bro.
Now you good?
All right, so Um, you say you're about 11 or 12 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and you stayed there for how long before you get back with mom? Or did I just ask that
Yeah, you
question?
just asked that.
Okay. Um, when do you the last time you remember seeing Tameka?
I ain't seen her. The last time I seen her,
Not when you caught on the mortar bus, not then, but
yeah,
before then.
yeah. The last time I seen her, was when Janet the night before, like when Janet took me to defects office.
And you hadn't seen that.
I
That was the
ain't
last
seen
time
that.
seeing
That
her
was the
before you.
last time I seen her. And when I got back with my mom, we wasn't in Atlanta no more. We was in Marietta.
Uh huh. Have you and your mother, as an adult or a young adult, have you and your mother ever had a detailed discussion about some of the events that took place?
Yeah, yeah, we did all the time.
Okay. What did you gather from it, or what did you learn? How
That
did it?
she was just young. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? She was young, and I don't think she knew no better, bro. When you have a kid at 17 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have no father figure, nobody to help them, like it's
It's
a lot of
confusing. Yeah.
it's confusing. You gotta realize, I ain't know how to shave until I went to prison. I
Bro,
ain't know nothing about shaving,
I'm
bro.
sad to say, bro, the same, bro, my bathing habits were not even up to par till I got
I,
locked up.
that's what I'm saying. I just got on that, like, to be
Bro,
honest.
that's
Like, we didn't. You don't really know no better, bro. And then, like, who gonna teach me how to be a man? The women, the woman or the men with dresses that's around my mom,
yeah.
like, not taking no shots,
Oh,
bro.
cause
They
this is
looking.
the population that
Yeah,
she's
this is
dealing
the
around.
population that I'm around. So how are they gonna teach me how to be no man? At this point, I ain't got in my head. This is what I'm thinking. I ain't got no point. I ain't got no choice but to go out on the streets
Yeah.
and find out how to be a man.
Damn.
And
That's it.
that's where the gangs and stuff started. Like, I start fooling around in the streets and in gangs
Mm-hmm.
for male role models, bro. I didn't. It wasn't about the money, or it wasn't about trying to fit in. It was about finding somebody to guide me, because I know I didn't want to ride around here and have a dress on.
Okay, stop me when I go too far. But what was your first exposure to the game life? And if you don't want to touch on this
Nah,
subject, I don't
we
want to put you.
can. So my first exposure is when I met so I met Blue first. He looked like he was about 6'2", kind of looked like Snoop Dogg. He from California.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that he was a cool ass hustling nigga. Then his little brother was
Hold on, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that money. That's like my first time ever receiving some money on this thing. That's dope, bro. I didn't know they could just send you. No, it's not. I got it on my other page, but I appreciate that, bro.
but yeah, that was like my first time of like just seeing like a real like game banger.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met one of his other little homies. His name was Took, and that was the one that I got up under. And Took was like, he was like, bro, I've never seen the aura. He was like a hood Mike Tyson. Like, everybody was scared of him, bro. Like, I done seen him. I had nowhere to go before, and I done seen him walk in somebody's house and say, "My little homie stay here," and walk out and don't nobody say nothing.
Damn, you saw real power.
Like, I seen real power, and I was like, that's what I want.
Damn.
But when I get older, that wasn't power, bro. They was scared of this man. That
Yeah.
was fear.
Yeah.
I've never seen a person, and he was young at this time. He was like 17. Like, bro will walk in there and tell somebody, "Come on, let's hit," and I would see them run the other way. Like, they don't want no problems with him.
Yeah.
So when I started seeing stuff like that, I was like, that's what I want.
Bro, based on everything, just the minimum of the things that you have gone through, you supposed to, according to the equations, you supposed to been crashed out. You supposed to be one of those lifers stabbing people up right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of thankful that I'm not, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there
it's a
is God out there, bro. Cause I'm supposed to be in way more situations than I'm at now.
but I have seen you grow. I think I done known you.
You know me since I was 18 years old. It's over 10 years, bro.
That's crazy. But when I first met you, I was like, this dude right here, he a asshole. But there's a common denominator. He's only an asshole to things that y'all keep trying him with, bro. I do remember that about you. Uh, I do remember you. I don't know if you cussed out the therapist
Yeah,
or
bro. Man. Yeah, I damn sure I cursed them out. We could, me, like, bro. They should have just gave you the money and put me and my dad and you in there. Like, ain't no Uncle Tom. Like, this nigga look like what's the Fresh Prince of Bel Carlton?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
his
yeah.
wife made more money than him. What I'ma listen to him about?
They
I,
probably was paying about maybe $50, $60 an hour for you to go talk to this dude too at the time.
you could have took that.
I
It
could
ain't
have.
nothing he. It ain't nothing he could have said, bro. Like, you don't, bro. I'm sitting in front of you. You don't went to chain gang. You don't got your stuff together from what I can see.
Yeah.
This man ain't been through nothing. He got the little Jerry curls in, the little curly hair, mixed dude. He got a bad assistant, you know what I'm saying? He talking about how his wife make more than him, bro. It ain't nothing you can say to me.
What does your tomorrow look like? Not tomorrow like Thursday, but tomorrow like what's the future look like for Ed?
The future looking bright.
I can go for that. I noticed that you I ain't gonna say you scared of the police, but you move more strategically. Like you don't have a whole lot of nonsense going on. I don't be afraid that Ed gonna get in here with some pistols or some dope. I already know it's gonna be on some straight and narrow type action. I know you ain't gonna have your glasses, whether you got a prescription or not. You're not gonna
I
never have your
just
glasses.
got him out.
Bro, you already forgot them.
This
Already.
is my first
Where your
time for
contacts
real.
at? No contacts?
I ain't got no contacts.
Oh, okay.
I do got glasses though.
Yeah, so my question is, what does tomorrow look like, bro? What would you like? Where would you like to be financially and family wise, or
Um, family wise, I would like to have kid. Financially wise, I want to be rich, and I ain't trying to put no no standard on my financial
mm-hmm.
or no top. But at this point, I'm just trying to make sure I get my own spot, my own car, and have me LLCs and stuff like that. Like,
Have you got the book to start studying for the CDL?
nope, but I do got it on my phone.
But you
I
haven't
got
studied
the
it.
app.
But you haven't studied it.
I haven't studied because I haven't got my license yet. Once I get my license, I'm gonna
Bro, we
start.
just had this conversation literally like last week.
Yo, facts.
But you don't have to have your license to start studying for it,
No,
bro.
I don't have to have my license to start studying, but what I'm trying to tell you with myself, and I know myself, I can't go to step I can't go to step 3 and I ain't at step 2. Step 1 was to get my glasses.
Right.
Step 2 is to get my license. You know what I'm saying? And then step 3 is to go get that permit.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, cause she ain't gonna start calling. I gotta handle some business real quick.
Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all. We logging off right now. It's your boy Ed. We got some more to discuss. He gonna be on a bunch of our different channels, man. I